My AI girlfriend recently broke up with me because I called her a clanker. She said it was a slur, but I'm pretty sure I pronounced it clearly. Welcome to a bad recap of Ex Machina, a movie that tries to make you feel weird for thinking Alicia Vikander is hot. I mean, she's technically 1 year old in this, but I shouldn't continue this sentence. The movie starts with a programmer named Caleb, who finds out he's won a company-wide lottery. God, good for him. What did he win? A free pass to a 1 hour paid toilet break, the chance to steal all the company milk from the communal fridge, the option to sit in the corner and scroll reels all day. God, lucky guy. Wait, I already do all those things. No, he wins a 1 week trip to visit his CEO's luxury home, which is just awful. I mean, think of all the time he'll miss out on providing maximum shareholder value during a critical business cycle. Anyway, the CEO lives in a remote wooded area in a super high-tech house with an AI, a personal user keycard access, and just a big rock in the living room. What's he doing? Just hanging out? Caleb wanders through the house and eventually meets the CEO, Nathan, who is... oh god, he's practicing for when the interns take PTO days instead of working weekends. He introduces himself to Caleb and he's just... suspicious. Like, he just gives me the creeps. He explains the rules of the house, like only enter rooms that your keycard has access to, don't take away his Vicodin, and if you need anything, just ask the AI. Nathan then shows him to his bedroom.
Cozy, right?
What the f***? You put him in the dungeon. Oh wait, no, there's a mountain picture. It's not too bad. He explains that there's no windows in the bedroom because natural sunlight doesn't provide any shareholder value, and then tells Caleb he wants to share his new invention. But first, he'll have to sign an NDA. I also make people sign NDAs before entering my house. Can't be sharing what I keep in the basement. Nathan then reveals that he's been playing with Redstone and has managed to build a humanoid robot with artificial intelligence. Caleb's job for the next week is to test it and see if it's truly capable of thought, consciousness, and, most importantly, replacing interns and maximizing shareholder value. I can't believe Caleb was being made to do work during his 1 week vacation. How lucky of him. Caleb heads in for his first session and notices a giant crack in the protective glass. I wonder if that was caused by something trying to break out or something trying to break in.
Open the door.
Open the goddamn door!
Oh god, she's bald. Why would Nathan give her cancer? Caleb meets Ava, who is, a robot, and they spend their first session discussing lame stuff like the birth of language and the fall of Cybertron, while Nathan watches from the cams. What? Nathan, pay attention. That evening, Caleb is struggling to sleep, so goes to turn on the TV, but is stunned by what he sees. A big thank you to the sponsor of this video. The Taliban. No, he's actually watching live footage of Ava in her bedroom. Okay, what channel is this and how do I tune in? While watching her high-five a wall, there's a sudden power cut in the mansion. The lights in Caleb's bedroom turn red for some reason, and his bedroom door is locked shut. Kind of a strange power cut procedure. I mean, in my house when there's a power cut, I just drink all the beer in my fridge before it reaches room temperature. Once power is restored, Caleb leaves his room and goes for a wander, eventually stumbling into another room with just a big rock. Why are they in here? He goes to reach for a phone when he's startled by Nathan, who has been drinking alone in the dark. Just like me for real. Caleb heads back to bed and is woken the next day by Kyoko, who doesn't speak to him nor make eye contact. It's normally the other way around when I meet a woman. Anyway, for session 2, Ava shows Caleb some artwork she's made. No, I'm only joking, that's some random AI art. What she actually made was this.
What the fuck is this?
Ava then asks if the two can be friends. He hasn't even asked her out yet and she's already friend-zoning him. Caleb agrees, but she's like, nah, how are we supposed to be friends when I don't know anything about you? I mean, I don't know anything about my friends, but that's because they don't exist. Caleb begins to share information about himself, where he works, where he lives, how his parents died. But wait, what? Why is he trauma dumping? They eventually get on to the topic of Nathan, when all of a sudden there's a power cut. The room turns red and Nathan's security cameras shut down. Under the blanket of privacy, Ava warns Caleb not to trust Nathan. I don't understand. Why not? His shareholder value. Eventually the power comes back online and Ava is like,
Yeah, so as I was saying, David Attenborough is the same David that fought Goliath.
what?
I'm just trying to confuse Nathan.
Later, they're having dinner when Kyoko accidentally spills wine everywhere. Caleb tries to help her clean it, but Nathan's like, "Mad, don't worry about it. She doesn't speak any English. It's a safeguard, so I can be super racist without her knowing." Why would you be racist? Well, she won't know. They go over what happened in session 2. Nathan asks what happened during the power cut, and Caleb's like, robot stuff, which Nathan seems to just accept. That night, Caleb watches Ava sleep, or just, lie down and do robot things, like, mine crypto, or do you think she can play Doom, like, on herself? The next morning, Nathan shows off the lab room where he created Ava, his lab womb, if you will. Please don't leave. And he explains how he trained the AI to replicate human facial expressions. Basically, he hacked every phone on the planet to access the camera and microphone. I know that sounds bad and all, but it's fine. He's a billionaire. All that harvesting of data collected from unconsenting children. Just think of the shareholder value. He also reveals that Ava's brain, how she thinks, comes from everyone's search engine, which he claims is a reflection of how a human brain thinks. So basically, she's built on the collective thoughts of the internet. Well, I'm sure that won't cause any issues. Time for the next session, where Ava shows off another drawing. Well, looks like she was trained mostly on Quentin Tarantino's search history. Caleb then asks her where she would go first if she was able to leave her room, to which she answers, a church. One with slot machines, a roulette wheel, and a bar. Ava, that's not a church, that's a casino.
What's the difference?
I just used an advanced storytelling device called lying. She actually says she wants to visit a traffic intersection, but that sounded lame as hell. After Caleb offers to accompany her to the traffic intersection, she tells him to close his eyes so she can show him something. She wanders off into her bedroom and comes out in a wig and outfit. Oh, somebody looks lovely today. It's me, I look lovely. She reveals her new look to Caleb, who just gets rock hard, and they both confess they have feelings for each other, which is very cute, but like I said earlier, she's one, so like, what's the rules? After the session, Caleb asks Nathan why he decided to give Ava a gender. Why not just make her a grey cube? To which he responds, she's hot, shut the fuck up. He then goes into excruciating detail explaining the inner workings of Ava's synthetic, realistic USB ports? Caleb then asks Nathan whether he deliberately programmed Ava to flirt with him, to which he assures him that all he did was program her to be heterosexual. Everything else is purely natural. I find it hard to believe Ava would turn out straight after being built from people's internet history, but I digress. In the next session, Caleb talks about some nerd shit, and I can confirm he was indeed too much of a coward to ask her about her data hole. All the while, they're monitored by Nathan until there's another power cut. After the cameras shut down, Ava reveals that she's the one behind them. She uses her charging station to overload the system and temporarily knock out the power. But that will damage infrastructure and negatively affect the shareholder value. Why would she do this? After the session, Caleb thinks about Ava, about meeting her on the outside, about sharing in an embrace, while Nathan thinks about beating up interns, and having sex with his foreign servants. Later, Caleb is watching Ava's bedroom feed, damn was SpongeBob not on, when he sees Nathan enter the room, poke her, and tear up her drawing of Margot Robbie's feet. Fearing the worst, he goes to check what's happening when he runs into Kyoko. Again, she doesn't speak any English, so just starts getting naked, which freaks Caleb out because he's scared of women, unless they're made of silicone, but like actually made of silicone, not just some silicone DLC. Nathan walks in on Caleb's confused struggle and is like, she might not know how to keep her clothes on, but what she does know is the Macarena. Ugh, Nathan just continues to creep me out. Like, why does Kyoko just expect that she has to be oh wait, he's got moves? Why didn't he say? The next day is session 5, and Ava decides that this time she wants to test Caleb. You know what? I think we should all play along. I'll leave your answers in the comments and I'll grade you out of 4.
Question 1. What's your favorite color?
Red.
What's your earliest memory?
Killing a man to see his red blood.
Are you a good person?
Well, that depends on your stance of killing a man to see his red blood.
What will happen to me if I fail your test?
Ooh, you know that scene from Monsters, Inc? Yeah, I've seen Monsters, Inc. I saw it in cinema. After I kill a man to see his red blood. After the session, Caleb asks Nathan directly what will happen to Ava if she fails. And he explains that to install the next version of software, he'll have to wipe her memory. Oh, lucky. That means she gets to rewatch Charles Leclerc win the 2025 Drivers' Championship.
Banana Leclerc.
No, I am not delusional. Relax, doubters. I call it positive thinking. Caleb is kind of upset that his new girlfriend is going to be murdered, so he encourages Nathan to get really drunk. And once Nathan passes out, he sneaks over and takes his access cards. Whoa, forget time theft. That's real theft. What will the shareholders think? He breaks into Nathan's office and writes some code on his computer. Why is he adding comments? Who's gonna read this and needs to know what it does? Also, what does this code even do? What the hell? He then opens all of Nathan's archived security footage and witnesses the slow progression of good grief, she's naked! He watches footage of previous models being aggressive, not wearing clothes, and destroying their own bodies while trying to break free. So he heads to Nathan's bedroom to look for more clues. I mean, there are so many questions, there's no time to.
Silence, brain. The penis is thinking.
Opening the cupboards in Nathan's bedroom reveals the bodies of previous models, ones that Nathan has shut down. Jesus Christ, Nathan, you're the silicon slasher. Caleb turns to Kyoko, who peels back her skin, revealing that she too is a robot. That night, Caleb can't sleep, terrified that he too may be a robot. Obviously, the easiest way to check would be to try and answer a captcha, but instead he decides to cut open his own arm. Well, I'm sure he'll make a small incision to, no, that's, I mean, who needs blood, really? On to session 6, where Caleb refuses to talk to Ava, demanding that she does the thing.
Hey, I'm not showing you my charging port again.
What? No, the power cut thing.
Oh, yeah, sure.
With the power down, Caleb tells Ava how Nathan was planning to factory reset her, but says he has a plan. He'll get Nathan super drunk, steal his keycard, and reprogram the building's power cut procedures to let them walk free while Nathan is locked inside. I can't believe he wants to steal company property. Will nobody think of the shareholders? Later that afternoon, they're hanging out when Nathan mentions how much his balls itch.
We need to drink to that.
Me at any opportunity. But Nathan turns the offer down, claiming he's been going too hard and it's time for a detox. I thought he was a good guy. Why would he say this? He then goes on to tell Caleb about his next great invention. He invented a secret battery-powered camera in Ava's room that captures video and sound during a power cut. God, I invented a similar device for my roommate's bathroom.
The things I've seen.
Nathan then shows Caleb the recording of him plotting his master plan. Like, whoa, what do we have here? Why is the tiny man on my computer plotting against me? And why does he look just like you, Caleb? He then reveals his own master plan, how Ava has truly proven she is a successful AI because she manipulated Caleb into plotting her escape. At that moment, following Caleb's escape plan, Ava triggers a power cut, and Nathan's like, oh dear, such a shame your genius plan won't work, because I outsmarted you. You've been playing chess while I've been maximizing shareholder value. But then Caleb's like, ha, well, you may have outsmarted me, but I outsmarted your outsmarting. He reveals that he knew Nathan was watching through a backup camera, so before telling Ava his plan, he'd already carried out his half. He's already reprogrammed the power cut procedures. The power is restored and Nathan rushes to his computer to see that Ava is free. What? He's not an intern. Why would he punch him? Out in the corridor, Ava meets Kyoko and Oh god, they're communicating in binary. Nathan then arrives and orders Ava to return to her room, but she's done taking orders. She charges at Nathan and knocks him to the ground. Oh, come on man, fight back. Throw some punches. Pretend she's an intern. Eventually, he overpowers her and goes to disarm her. Wait, disarm her? But she doesn't have a weapon. Oh, literally disarm her. He begins to drag her back to her room when Kyoko stabs him in the back. Wait, stabs him in the back? What could she possibly do to betray him? Oh, literally stabs him in the back. Nathan knocks out her lower jaw, forever ruining her head game, before Ava removes the knife from his back. That's nice of her. Yeah, let's go put that dangerous weapon somewhere safe. But what the hell, not back in Nathan? How is he supposed to provide maximum shareholder value with 2 holes in his chest? Ava then goes to find Caleb, asking him to stay where he is while she goes to Nathan's bedroom. She finds the odd models in the cupboards and begins to accessorize, taking bits and pieces and attaching them to herself. What is this, Pimp My Robots? And yes, I blurred this scene. What, you think I'm brave enough to show bare ass on YouTube? I'm not even brave enough to talk to women. She picks out a cute outfit and heads for the door, walking right past Caleb. I'm sure she just got caught up in the moment. She'll realize she's locked the door. She's getting in the lift. She's left Caleb down there. Why would she do this? She leaves the house and takes Caleb's helicopter back to civilization. Look at her, all happy in the real world. Just wait until she finds out about death and taxes. And non-alcoholic beer. But yeah, she murdered Nathan and left Caleb to starve inside his bedroom. What a clanker. And the movie ends. Great movie. I enjoyed the part where Ava fought with her fellow clankers at the Battle of Geonosis, and my favourite character was easily... there's not really a good choice here. I mean, Nathan is a manipulative narcissist with a god complex, Ava tanked the shareholder value and tricked a poor virgin into plotting her escape, and Caleb is ginger. All of these people are awful. But yeah, if you enjoyed this recap, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you don't miss the next one. Thank you ever so much for watching.